Hi guys. Yeah, something happened yesterday that I have to definitely share with you. I quarreled with my wife. Very intensive. And I just wanted her to accept her faults, her mistakes, and if possible, apologize. Then I will just be sufficed. But no, she decided to argue with me, to quarrel with me. And she yelled at me. She said I was the one that I'm supposed to be the one to be apologizing to her, not the other way around. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, no way. There's no way I have to accept that I was at fault because I knew very well I wasn't at fault. So she was still talking. I know I have to go to work. In 7 a.m. in the morning, a man must work. So I just said, hey, I don't have time. I have to go to work. Just leave me alone. You can know. And so I just banged the door. And then whilst I was going, she screamed behind me, you can run, but you can hide. I'll be waiting for you. You continue. You have to accept your fault. And I was like, and she said, don't forget, there wouldn't be dinner for you tonight. In fact, it's not only going to be tonight. I'm never gonna cook for you again. I won't cook for you again. And I said, oh, who wants to eat your food? Hey, who wants to eat your... I'm even fortunate that I'm not even poisoned after eating all this food that you give me. Come. Some things we can say when we are angry. You won't believe it. So with that statement, I just walked on, feeling like, hey, I did wrong. So I went to work, Charlie. Everything was like busy bazaar. Like I wasn't thinking straight. Nothing was working. I was so bored. I was so angry, nervous, and like I couldn't make any joke. I was like, what's going on? So I just wanted a day to just pass so that I can just walk. And then after work, I remembered what she said, that you will come back and continue the fight. I said, my God. So I was scared to go home, honestly. I didn't want to go home. So my friend Alukoto was just living just behind, around the neighborhood. So I just said, okay, let me just go and sit down there while I wait the time. So I went to Alukoto's place, explained to Alukoto what happened, that, hey, the woman is like waiting for me and, it's never been good. Alokoto said, hey, Ricky, why? What's wrong with you? You are the man. You are the man. And you have to be the man. She says she's not going to give you food. And you are so scared. Lots of food out there. Food? What kind of food? Are you talking about real food or are you talking about that kind of food? Both of them. You don't need help. Come to me. We rock. We rock the whole place up. So I was like, comforted, Alukoto was giving me the vibes, and I was like, hey. So after talking to Alukoto for 1.5 hours, but hey, so a guy has to go home. You know what I'm saying? You can't be running forever. You have to have a place to sleep. So at 10 p.m., I decided to go home. I went home, and you won't believe it. Lo and behold, on the dining table was my food. And I was so hungry. You won't believe how hungry I was. So I just got home, sat behind the table, just removed my tie, face, and fortunately, my favorite food, goat meat. Goat meat, Charlie, with some kind of strange fish, like snails, some kind of gray. I was so excited about it. And they gave some granite soup, and I was like, hey, all this quarreling. And I was like, whoo. And all of a sudden I heard a door open behind me. I heard footsteps coming. I said, oh my God. And my wife came slowly, silently. She wrapped her arms around me and whispered in my ears, I thought you said you were never going to eat my food again. And I was like, oh. And I was like, I stepped back into her eyes and I said, I thought you said you're never going to cook again for me. And we both laughed. And we talked about what happened. And things just worked out right. We all accepted our faults in life. I mean, the things we say, and the things we say, and the promises we give, they go a long way to affect our relationship with others. Look at me screaming that, hey, your food was poison and all that kind of thing. You know what I'm saying? When one is angry, we say a lot of foolish things and things that we don't really mean them. If couples can just come together, reason up. I mean, you're living with this wife all by yourself. You do strange things at night. Stranger things, I mean to say. So where is the pride and where is the shame to apologize and to say you are sorry? You can do that. We should just accept our mistakes, our faults, and things will just work out fine. My wife could have decided not to cook, and then the tension would have been so extensive. But then again, we've been together for a very long time. So it's like, hey, we know how to do these things. But a lot of marriages have collapsed with lesser situations than this, believe me. I know marriages that have collapsed because of mega. You know what I'm saying? So my advice, like, hey, from rebel to rebel, you know what I'm saying? From a guy to a guy, or to you guys out there, that hey, the woman is your woman, the man is your man. You do things together. Take away pride and shame. If you have to apologize, please do that. Just do that. And if you have to accept your fault, just accept it. It won't reduce you. It won't make you less a human being, or it will just make you great. And it will just give you a good relationship again. Look, my wife embraced me. And that night, you know what I'm saying? And it was good. And this is the way marriage is supposed to be. She's your friend. She's not your enemy. No, you found her, you loved her, you decided to marry her, you decided to live with her the rest of your life. So what's your point? Do you have to fight it? No. Make sure it works. That's what you have to do. Make sure it works. Don't try to reverse it. Make sure that it works. Because if it works, it's for your own good. And it's for the goodness of the children, for the betterment, for the whole family. But if you decide that you let pride and shame rule your life, then you've lost. Because the Bible says that which the Lord has joined together, let no man, and no man means no man, put asunder, including you. You can't put it asunder, So, hey, so that's what happened. We quarreled, we came back, we enjoyed our lives, and life still goes on. That's the way marriage is supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? God loves you. So do I. I'll come your way again when I have another great story. Like we always do. We always have great stories. You know what I'm saying? Stay cool. I love you. Bye-bye.